Hello everyone. So September will officially mark 1 year of the Northern Affinity, and obviously what a year it's been. Thank you to everyone, especially our partners who's contributed so much this year. All the people who have attended our various events, from the launch event last September to all the online events we've had in the recent months, and anyone who's interacted with us on social or wherever it may be. I mean, we've had over 500 people just join our events in the first year, which has been amazing, and so much more to come from that. We've tried so many things in this first year and kind of refined what we're doing so many times, and we're really excited about the future. Even though I would admit that I didn't foresee a global pandemic, it's been a fantastic first year and really had so many great things happening within the group. So last week, I shared the future plans for the Northern Affinity with our current partners, which we've got 67 of. And now I'm wanting to let everyone else know what's going on. So what I'm going to very quickly do is share my screen with people so you can see what we've got planned for the future. Now, first thing is we've got a lot of exciting growth plans for 2021 and Northern Affinity. Conversations are already starting now on how we're going to do this, and there's going to be lots more information to come, but we've had various approaches about doing things, so there's some really exciting things going on. But the early plans are to establish an elite core group, and that will be made up of the group we have now and the people who we have within that group when the point comes of this growth. These are the people who we'll use as well to help get this growth. We will outsource work to them, whether it's training, marketing, and there'll be lots of opportunities for the people within our group as kind of part of being an initial in the early stage of the Northern Affinity. My model was always to be outsourced, so I'll be looking to use the people within our group that have been the brilliant expertise. We've got so much knowledge and experience, but use these people to be there for me internally, but also for the people we will be using in the future to expand our growth. So the idea, as I mentioned, will be to have a core group here, which will be based kind of with me, but then replicating this in specific geographic areas. So looking at the various west, north, south, and east of Yorkshire, Greater Manchester, Lancashire, Cheshire, Merseyside, Teesside, Tyneside, Cumbria. So we're looking at maybe a dozen or so areas across the north of England to replicate the model we've worked on it's worked so well in the first year, and move it into those specific geographic areas. We'll be using the extra services that we offer through our partners as well, such as our peer group coaching or our web support, and we'll be taking those and replicate them again in the area. So many opportunities for the people in the group, but also fantastic for those people in the group to have access to this. One of the other exciting things is we'll be able to expand the services in terms of our larger events. So at the moment, in the normal world, we had lots of face-to-face events within our offices. We'll be able to do much bigger events, if groups of 40, 50, 60 across the various places in the country, really large events, both online as well, obviously, as in the world we're in now, but hopefully as well from face-to-face. So that kind of very briefly, and there's lots to come on the future, but what I want to talk about is the here and now, I guess, and the changes that we're going to see over the next few months from September with our end of our first year. Now, the key to the group that we have now, and this is something I've learned a lot over the last year or so, is to have fully engaged, fully involved, and people bought into the group who understand what the point of it is and what you're trying to achieve is absolutely the key. I've said to many people before that there's no right or wrong way of doing things like what we do. There's just different ways, and we want people who understand, and we wanted to make clear what the Northern Affinity is about and if it's going to work for them or not. Now, there's quite a lot of detail to go through this, but I just want to kind of cover a few highlights of that. Now I produced a document that's been sent out this week to our partners, which will highlight all this in a lot more detail and be available to other people if they wish. But I just want to again mention some of the highlights right now. What the Northern Affinity is, it's about bringing together like-minded people. It's a group that supports and promotes collaboration with both with us as at Northern Affinity, but other people within the groups, whether that's on a one-to-one basis or 4 or 5 of us coming together. Collaboration is the key part of what we do. I'm a big believer in providing a platform for people to showcase their knowledge and experience to a wider audience. You may have seen the live videos that we've done on social media previously and are just about to restart. But doing that, we are going to launch in September a brand new training, bite-sized sessions of around an hour that's going to be available online, that's going to be held and going to be delivered by our current partners in their area of expertise, which is going to be available to anyone and everyone. We believe in Northern Affinity is about sharing expertise as well. It's not about giving things away, but it's about sharing expertise. And it's about making introductions, but making introductions with confidence and that you are happy to do so with people that you trust and that you like is a big part of what we do. I also think it's important to very briefly understand what the Northern Affinity isn't. It's definitely not about people giving stuff away to others in the group for free. That's just not what we do. Everyone's here for a business. Helping each other is great, and offering advice and help and time when you can is fantastic, but it's not about giving things away for free. It's not about passing referrals just to pass a referral within the group. If you don't feel the right person's within the group to pass something to, don't pass it to them. Pass it to somebody else you may know, or ask for somebody else. That's absolutely fine. Only do it when you feel happy and comfortable to do so. And that is the kind of part of what we do, is make people understand what people do, their expertise and their knowledge, and then feel whether they're confident or not to pass potential referrals to. And also, it's not about just turning up to events for the sake of it, turning up to everything, because we're doing more and more of this, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but not everything is right for you at any particular time. Sometimes you might not be available to do it, and that's absolutely fine, and we're not to pressurize people to turn up to every event, certainly within the Northern Affinity. So nextly, one of the new things we are going to be doing, we're going to be splitting the group of people we have into partners and members. So the partners will be an invite-only group. There'll be no more than 50 businesses or individuals from businesses within that group, and it will be about people doing the things that we do and supporting each other, and me supporting, or the Northern Affinity more accurately, supporting those 50 people with doing more videos, more live training sessions, more social things, more chances to present at our monthly events or at the training sessions. It gives people, again, the platform that I mentioned earlier to talk about what they do. And it's all about having a group of people who are really invested in their business, the growth for themselves and for others as well. One of our partners has mentioned the phrase to me before a few times, raising the bar, and I think I really like that, and it really is what the purpose of this group is, this 50 partners. Now, we may expand that in the future, but right now that feels like a good number to be able to do what we need to do and give everyone the right attention that they deserve. And then the memberships that we'll be offering will be more focused on maybe around the events that we do, so being able to go attend the events, both the local networking we do, the monthly and the training sessions, as well as other things like the website directory and various other things, but those details will be to come on that. Another new thing that I'm planning to do, and we will be doing, is celebrating success more. So what are the people in the group doing? I know lots is good, because I get told all the time on various collaborations and referrals that are going on within the group, and that's fantastic. But don't always celebrate that, if I'm being honest. It's one of the things I've maybe not done as well as I could have done. And so from September, we will be having a part of the month, and we will be focusing on celebrating those people and telling everyone in the group what great work they're doing, but also telling the outside world, whether they're through our social media, again on videos, whatever it may be. So again, a chance to increase the profile for people in the group. We will continue with our various get-togethers. So we have what we call local get-togethers, currently in 3 areas around the region. So we meet in Huddersfield, Harrogate, and South Leeds, Wakefield areas. We are planning to do those outdoors for the next month or two, during August, September, and maybe into October as well. Obviously, the weather permitting on that, and again, also the regulations that we have. we will eventually go back to indoors events, and we generally meet quite informally, and generally in a restaurant, a pub, just for lunch, and just to get a chance to get the people in the local area to get together. I touched on earlier, we're going to be starting our how-to events from September. These will be 1 hour training sessions, and they'll be very specific. So rather than a subject area of, say, 1 hour social media training, we will look at a very specific area within social media. So it may be how to write an effective LinkedIn bio, or how to set up lists on Twitter, something along those lines. So rather than very generic overview that very difficult to take away something, we'll give people very specific subject areas and very specific actions to come from it. And those, like I said, we'll be starting in September. And then finally, we will continue to hold our monthly event. When we first started, it was all face-to-face. Since March, we've been all online. The plan from September is hopefully, and again, regulations allowing, we will have a hybrid event. So people will be able to attend face-to-face, but they will also be able to watch it or stream it online through the various programs that we have available to us. So that will mean the presenters may be in the room, maybe online, people asking questions, people interacting, again, maybe in the room, maybe online. So it gives people opportunity, whether if they can't make the meeting, whether just logistically, family, other business, whatever it may be, can't make it face to face, they will still not lose out because they will be able to do it through an online channel. And obviously, for those people who want to attend face to face, it is only once a month, so it's not too onerous for people, even if you're not quite close to where the locations are for the meeting. It still gives you opportunity to have that face to face interaction, hopefully, as we go forward. Further enhanced support, I've already touched on this with the live videos that we'll be doing, a lot more presenting opportunities, training, working together. You know, for those who, many of our partners have been through the peer group coaching and training that we've been doing since we started, and have really benefited from that, and we will be stepping that up even further in the rest of this year and into next year. So finally, what are the next steps with what we do? So as I mentioned, I'm going to be rejigging this and starting this again from September. I will be sending out invites to our current partners to engage with us and stay within the group from September and onwards into 2021. We will then, if there is any partnerships left out of the 50, we'll make it available to anyone who wishes to apply to do so. I will sit down with them and we'll look at if this works for the group and for them. I will be opening our a brand new members program again from September, so that will be another way for people to interact with us and join our events and various other things. And for those people who do join us as partners, we will be in September having a way of working day session where all this information will be brought together and we'll be very clear on how we use the tools that we have within the group, each of the social media platforms, our really interactive WhatsApp group, email. We use a platform called Workspace. Whatever it might be, we're going to work out and have a real clear understanding how the group can work, how people can contribute, and how they can get the best from the Northern Affinity. So I hope this has been really useful for everyone, and kind of give I know it's very much a whistle-stop tour of the Northern Affinity and the plans for the future, but please do ask me if you want to talk about it in more detail. More than happy to go through it with anyone. There's going to be more details, as I mentioned, coming out this week in the way of a fantastic new document we had produced. And I look forward to seeing everyone at our events for the rest of 2020 and into 2021.